Welcome to Cup Check. Today we are going to be covering our predictions for the writer voted awards. To start out, we're going to go with MVP. Dawson, AL MVP.
Up,
Who do you have?
my AL MVP, not a big shocker here. Not going to surprise a lot of people. Trout. Trout's my safe MVP pick, and my sleeper for AL MVP is Alex Bregman.
Good pick.
What do you
I
think?
have the same exact AL pick and Mike Trout, and my sleepers are Luis Robert and Yordan Alvarez.
Bro?
Convenient, I know, but
Those are both on your fan. Like, come on, bro. Like, come on. We're starting like this.
30-30 on the White Sox. Yordan would get more love than Bregman with the writers, I just think. Anyways, NL. Who do you have?
NL, I'm going Seeger as my MVP, and my sleeper is Bryce Harper.
Pretty good.
I think Harper's going to have a big year. I think he still has some of his best baseball in front of him. So,
I agree with
but
that.
I do think Seager is just going to absolutely ball out and get a fat contract. So that's why I got Seager winning the MVP.
Yeah, my MVP, I'm going to go with the mainstream and Soto. I think he's going to have a really good year. Sleeper, though, I do have Seager and Harper, as well as my boy Arenado.
All right.
Moving on to the Cy Young. Well, let's just make it quick. Both of us have the same exact predictions for NL and AL.
I
It's pretty
mean,
obvious.
yeah. I mean, AL, it's pretty. AL's a little easier to project than NL.
Yeah, I would argue
Cole
the
and
opposite.
Bieber. Cole and Bieber, it could go either way. I got Cole winning it. I just think he's finally going to get
Same.
one. Um,
Yeah.
And for the NL, I got DeGrom winning it, and I got Bauer as my sleeper. So
Yeah, that's exactly. Who do
not
you have?
really, not really a sleeper though. Let's be real. I mean, the dude's has two solid starts so far. Almost threw a no hitter in Coors. So
Won the Cy Young last year. Yeah.
that's
I
true.
My sleeper for the AL, instead of going with the Cy Young last year, I went with Lucas Giolito. I thought that would be an interesting pick.
There you go. I
So
mean, one thing to throw out there is Bauer leads RPMs in like each individual pitch. So like, the local stat. But yeah, I think he has a good chance. And I know that the voters love wins, and he's going to get a lot more than DeGrom this year, probably, just because the Mets seem to not want to give him any run support at all.
so moving on to the Rookie of the Year, starting in the AL, who do you have? Who's your sleeper?
Nothing exciting here. I got Arozarena winning it. Somehow he's still a rookie, and my sleeper picks Clinic. I think based on kind of like I don't know, based on how he does when he like gets immediately called up. If he just catches fire, I mean, the dude's gonna be hot. He's gonna. I mean, I think he could run away with it if he comes up hot. So that's
Yeah,
why I got Clinic.
I actually have Kalinick as my AL Rookie of the Year, not the sleeper. But for the sleeper, I have Nate Pearson. If he comes off the IL and he's chucking well, I think, a good 15 starts with a 2.3 ERA would be probably good enough to get him the Rookie of the Year. Going to the NL, I
That's
have
very
Dylan
true.
Carlson. Who'd you say? Sorry.
I didn't say anyone yet.
Oh, I have Dylan Carlson with my sleepers as Alec Boehm, Gavin Lux, and Cabrian Hayes. It's really a top four, but I do think Carlson will stand out from those other three in that he has the best opportunity to do that, if you
Yeah,
will.
I got Dylan Carlson winning as well, and I got a little shout out to Jonathan India and Gavin Lux as my sleepers. I don't know. I've watched India play so far. Dude plays the game the right way. Pretty solid fielder, pretty solid hitter. So we'll see how long he stays hot. But I am liking Jonathan India so far. And
Yeah,
Lux. I mean, Lux has
that's
kind of shocked me a little bit. I didn't expect him to be looking this like polished already. So
great. Moving on to our most improved players, starting with the hitters. Who do you have? AL
I
and
got
NL.
my most improved hitter winning most improved this year is Nick Castellanos. Not sure if you had that as well, but I'm
I
just
did.
thinking like this dude's balling out. He's playing with some fire. He's got something to prove. And another most improved hitter I have is Ketel Marte. I think
That's
he's
pretty
coming off
good.
of a pretty bad year, and he's hot early, and he has the tools. He definitely has the tools to be good. So
What about your
I got
pitchers?
him. Pitchers, I got Zach Wheeler as my most improved pitcher, and Aaron Savall, whatever you want to call him.
Mm, okay.
I think Zach Wheeler took a big step forward in his control and just kind of having like 100-mile-per-hour fastball with good off speed. I think he's going to shock some people, and you never know. Maybe he could pass up Aaron Nola even.
I have Castellanos as well. Dude, just he's a competitor.
Fun to
Uh,
watch.
I
Should not
have,
have been suspended,
yeah, I agree. But I
even
also
though I'm a
have
Cardinal fan.
Ty France uh, as most improved. I mean, I think he's getting a chance to play. His AAA in 2019 is pretty impressive. So, but then pitchers, I have Jose Burrios. Pretty easy to say after his last start, but he did add mile and a half in velocity and took the
Yeah,
batter's
he's
velocity.
probably one I should have had too. I mean, the dude's been good for a few years. He's just been waiting for that
Yeah,
breakout year, and
I'd
it's
agree.
probably going to be this year.
That breaking ball is disgusting. And I also
Very
have
true.
Sandy Alcantara. So
Big fan of that guy.
yeah, and then finally we have fantasy baseball player of the year. I think we are both
Fantasy
in
MVP.
consensus.
I'm pretty sure we both have the same guy. I mean, it's kind of something special when a dude says in an interview with a straight face he's shooting for a 50-50 season. Not a lot of people can even comprehend that. The only person that can maybe come close to that's Luis Robert, but Acuna set his goal on 50-50. If he does that, I mean, he will be the most valuable fantasy player, and it won't even be close.
Yeah, I actually have Acuna as my player of the year, and my sleeper is Luis Robert. So you pretty much nailed it on the head there.
Uh, my sleeper for fantasy MVP, hear this out. I got Corey Seager solely because people were drafting Trey Turner, Tatis, Story, in some cases Bogarts. Did I say Lindor
Door.
already? Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, he's going off the board as maybe shortstop 5, 4, 5, 6 area,
I
and I
guess
mean, I think he's going to be the number one shortstop finisher this year.
even if
So
he's not number one, you could argue he has the best value at
there you
the pick
go.
that he's going at. So yeah.
And in that lineup, I mean, he's going to get a lot of runs. So
Yeah. So that pretty much wraps up the awards.
yep.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to add, Trent?
No, I'm all good.
All righty.
Like and subscribe. Thanks.